5. Solve the following equations. A minus 5/3 equals 1/2. B plus 7/6 equals 11/2. C 3/5 minus A equals 2/3. D 3/7 minus A equals minus 1/2. Steps for calculating linear equations. A minus 5/3 equals 1/2. Add 5/3 to both sides. A equals 1/2 plus 5/3. The lowest common denominator of 2 and 3 is 6. Convert 1/2 and 5/3 to fractions with the denominator of 6. A equals 3/6 plus 10/6. Since 3/6 and 10/6 have a common denominator, add them up by adding their numerator. A equals 3 plus 10 over 6. 3 add and 10 to get 13. A equals 13/6. Steps for calculating linear equations. A plus 7/6 equals 11/2. Subtract 7/6 from both sides. A equals 11/2 minus 7/6. The lowest common denominator of 2 and 6 is 6. Convert 11/2 and 7/6 to fractions with the denominator of 6. A equals 33/6 minus 7/6. Since 33/6 and 7/6 have a common denominator, subtract them by subtracting their numerator. A equals 33 minus 7 over 6. Subtract 7 from 33 to get 26. A equals 26/6. Reduce the fraction 26/6 to the maximum by extracting and canceling 2. A equals 13/3. Steps for calculating linear equations. C 3/5 minus A equals 2/3. Subtract 3/5 from both sides. Minus A equals 2/3 minus 3/5. The lowest common denominator of 3 and 5 is 15. Convert 2/3 and 3/5 to fractions with the denominator of 15. Minus A equals 10 over 15 minus 9 over 15. Since 10 over 15 and 9 over 15 have a common denominator, subtract them by subtracting their numerator. Minus A equals 10 minus 9 over 15. Subtract 9 from 10 to get 1. Minus A equals 1 over 15. Multiply both sides by minus 1. A equals minus 1 over 15. Steps for calculating linear equations. D 3/7 minus A equals minus 1/2. Subtract 3/7 from both sides. Minus A equals minus 1/2 minus 3/7. The lowest common denominator of 2 and 7 is 14. Convert a minus 1/2 and 3/7 to fractions with the denominator of 14. Minus A equals minus 7 over 14 minus 6 over 14. Since a minus 7 over 14 and a 6 over 14 have a common denominator, subtract them by subtracting their numerator. Minus A equals minus 7 minus 6 over 14. Subtract 6 from a minus 7 to get a minus 13. Minus A equals minus 13 over 14. Multiply both sides by minus 1. A equals 13 over 14.